We're in the middle of probably the biggest shift in how we find things online since the search engine was invented. We're moving away from what we all know as search engine optimization and into a whole new world, answer engine optimization. So let's break down what that really means and, more importantly, how you can actually get ahead of this massive curve. Just think about the last time you went to search for something. Could have been anything, right? A quick fact, maybe the weather, a simple how-to, and bam, the answer just appeared right there at the very top of the page. You got exactly what you needed and you moved on. You didn't even have to click on a website. And that experience, right there, it's not just some cool new feature. It is the absolute core of this huge shift. AI platforms, we're talking Google, ChatGPT, all the voice assistants, they're totally changing the game. They're moving away from just giving you a list of links to giving you a single direct answer. Now, while that's fantastic for us when we're searching, for any business or creator out there, this presents a massive, massive challenge. This isn't just a fun little novelty, it is a genuine threat to your online visibility. I mean, just look at this number. It is staggering. 65% of all Google searches are now what we call zero-click. That means the person searching gets their answer from an AI-generated summary right on the results page, and they never click through to any website. They get their info, and your site, it gets nothing. And this quote just nails it, doesn't it? This is the new reality. It's not about just ranking on the first page anymore. If an AI engine doesn't pick your content to be the answer, then for that person in that moment, you might as well not even exist. You're completely invisible. Okay, so how in the world do you fight invisibility? How do you become that direct answer? Well, the solution is this whole new approach called Answer Engine Optimization, or AEO. At its core, AEO is all about making your content so incredibly clear, so authoritative, and so well-structured that AI engines look at it and say, yep, that's the one, and they serve it directly to their users. It's a huge mindset shift from optimizing for a ranked list to optimizing for that single featured spot. I absolutely love this analogy because it makes the concept crystal clear. See, SEO was about getting your book listed correctly in the library's card catalog, right? So people could find you. But AEO is about writing something so definitive, so trustworthy, that the encyclopedia itself quotes you as the final word on the subject. And this table here, it really lays out the whole shift. With traditional SEO, the primary goal was always to get high rankings, to drive traffic. Simple enough. But with AEO, the goal is to literally become the AI's chosen answer. And success? It isn't just traffic anymore. It's about owning that featured snippet, getting cited by a chatbot. The entire game is moving from optimizing for keywords to optimizing for context and clarity. Okay, so that's the what and the why. Now let's get into the good stuff, the how. We're going to walk through a really simple 5-step playbook that you can use to start implementing AEO like today. So here's our game plan. We're going to start with understanding what people are actually looking for. Then we'll move into structuring your content for clarity, speaking the AI's language with something called Schema, optimizing for voice, and finally proving you're the real deal. Let's jump into step 1. Step 1 is all about changing your mindset. Forget just keywords for a second. You need to get obsessed with the questions your customers are really asking. What's the problem they're trying to solve with their search? You got to dive into places like Reddit and Quora to hear how they talk about it in their own words. Or even better, just talk to your real customers and listen to the exact phrasing they use. All right, step 2, you have to make it dead simple for the machines. Remember, AI engines don't read like we do. They scan, and they love clear, predictable structure. So use simple question and answer formats, lean heavily on bullet points and FAQs, and keep your paragraphs super short. The whole goal is to make your content instantly digestible for both people and algorithms. Now, this one might sound a little technical, but the idea is actually pretty simple. Schema markup is basically like adding subtitles to your content that only search engines can read. It's a way for you to tell the AI, hey, this little bit here, that's a question. Or over here, this is a product review. Giving it that extra context just dramatically boosts your chances of being chosen as the definitive answer. With millions and millions of us using voice assistants like Alexa and Siri every day, your answers absolutely have to sound natural when they're read out loud. So write like you speak. Use a friendly, conversational tone, and really try to think ahead and anticipate the next question someone might ask. That makes your content so much more useful for these voice-based AIs.
And now for step 5, which honestly might be the most important one of all, you have to prove that you're trustworthy. Google actually has a framework for this called EEAT. It stands for experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. And you build it by doing the basics right, citing your sources, featuring experts, and always keeping your content fresh and accurate.
So when you put all of that together, what's the big takeaway here? It's that the goal is no longer just to be found. The goal is to be the answer. Now, let's be super clear about something. This does not mean that SEO is dead, not at all. Having that solid technical foundation is still absolutely essential. Think of AEO as the necessary evolution. It's the next layer you build on top of all your existing SEO work to actually compete in a world where these AI-driven answers are becoming the default. It's really about future-proofing your visibility.
So, if you don't remember anything else, please remember this. The new philosophy is really this simple. Be concise, be trustworthy, be the answer.
And that's really the question I want to leave you with. In this new AI-powered world, it's just not enough anymore to be one of 10 blue links on a page. You have to ask yourself, is my content strategy setting me up to be just another option, or is it truly designed to make me the answer?